edition of the Pagcast. So today, with me in the studio, but on Skype this time, I have my cousin Zack Smith. And before I introduce him, I would like to run down recent Dr. Frank J. Hayden scores in the past week. So the Hayden Junior Volleyball team beats Garth Webb in straight sets to make the record 7-1. The Hayden Senior Volleyball team beats Garth Webb to make the record 3-5. The Hayden Girls Junior Basketball team has got a game today against Nelson. It's the semifinals. Let's fill the den. The game starts at 3:30. The Hayden Senior Basketball team finished their season on a loss of 33-30 to King's Christian Collegiate, and the record was 1-9. Better luck next year for the Hayden Senior Basketball team. The Hayden Junior Football also has a game today against Iroquois Ridge, and it's unfortunately at Iroquois Ridge, so let's hope that they win and improve the record to 4-2. The Hayden Senior Football team got walked 37-0 by Garth Webb as they fall one game short of the HSSAA finals at McMaster University. So, Zach, I would like to thank you for joining me on this edition of the podcast. So let's start with some background information on you. How old are you and how long have you played?
So basically 22. I've played since the age of 2. Hockey's pretty much the sport.
And what position do you play in hockey?
No, I play center. We got center here. Nick, my buddy here, plays wing, or we alternate center, and we got the goalie over here, Connery. What's
up? With the boys here in your room, what's the experience like being around them in the locker room?
For as long as I've known Zach, from his perspective, it's probably terrible.
It's probably terrible.
Well, I don't pass him the buck, but No, honestly, you know what?
The locker room's great, man. The locker room is everything that makes you miss hockey season when it's over, you know?
It's a really close group of friends. We make the most of it.
That's good. So would Zach be like that bench warmer, you know?
No.
Not anymore.
You know what? I don't know what's going on, but Zach's hockey ability has improved tenfold since I've met him.
There you go. I think it's you.
I think it's NHL 19.
Really, eh?
I think it's NHL 19.
Oh yeah, definitely grinding on the shell.
Me and Michael over here used to run shell at Christmas. Holy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, back in the day.
Oh yeah. No, man.
So, Zach, can you tell the listeners where you grew up and if they had any influence on your hockey career?
Well, I grew up in Brantford, home with Gretzky. I wish I could say he had an influence, but I don't think Gretzky's been in Brantford since he was like 13. So I don't know. Hockey-wise, just friends and family really put me through everything, and I don't know, just a lifestyle at this point, you know.
Have you ever met Walter Gretzky or Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah, actually, Walter and I are strangely close. Like, it's almost like we see each other at McDonald's.
Oh, that is actually kind of strange, not to lie. That's actually such a weird place to see each other.
I was actually on a date once, just like in high school at lunch. I took this girl to McDonald's because we didn't have time, and
classy.
Walter.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And comes up, sits next to me, and just like starts babbling on about life, and it was hilarious.
About that.
No, it's a great story.
Dude, that's how you that's your bargaining chip with all the girls. I'm really close with Walter Gretzky.
Not in Brand.
No, like actually though, it's like, oh yeah, I'm close with Walter. You doing like Wayne's signature?
I've only met Wayne once, but it was very brief. You know, just like kind of a.
Oh, okay.
You're a legend.
It's like a meet and greet type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So other than being a player on the ice, how else have you been involved with hockey?
That's probably a good one for Nick. I mean, Nick's a big pitcher.
Yeah, okay, so Nick, other than being a player on the ice, how have you been involved with hockey?
Yeah, you know what? So especially this year, but like even last year when lug hockey. So like I guess we'll probably start to get into that a little bit more later on. But like pretty much it's 13 across 13 major Canadian universities now. We got over 2,500 guys signed up.
Oh, that's awesome.
we've doubled in Hamilton this year alone.
Oh,
And
great.
the honest truth is, it's kind of been a big part of like having guys like Zack and like Connery who like just still love to kind of play the game and stuff like that, and just want to be with their friends, and kind of just want to have that excuse to kind of go play hockey on a Wednesday night or something like that. And I kind of took a really serious liking to it. Applied for a job with them, ended up getting the commissioner role.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's okay. It's not that great. It sounds great, but it's not.
It's a
not
nice
that
headline
crazy.
on the
It's a
resume,
great
yeah.
headline. Yeah, I'll put that on my LinkedIn. But,
All right, so Zach, you helped out with the World Juniors when they were in Toronto. What was it like?
Unbelievable. Like that was.
what year
I
was
wasn't. That was 20. When was it in Toronto for the first time since a while? Like I know they
It
had
was like 2015 or something like that. 2016.
2015. Yeah. Yeah. Double A.
Uh,
I applied for a job in like. I think it was March, and obviously the tournament starts in December.
mhm.
They got back to me that summer, and I got the role of working in stats and everything in the press box. And I was actually
You worked in the press box, so that's sick.
Air Canada Center for the whole tournament. It was insane, man. I honestly,
Well, now it's the Scotiabank Arena, but I'm pretty sure everyone's going to call it the ACC.
I'll be right. Like,
All right, so Zach, you're also a referee. Can you relate to a moment on the ice when you regretted being a ref?
probably a lot of shit to mention. Connor, you're a ref too,
Oh,
right?
This guy.
Actually, no. I love every part of it.
Okay. First of all, who's the blind deaf ref here in this group?
Zach's a lot
Zach
funnier.
for sure.
I'm colorblind. So
Yeah,
they
so
always
that's-
like even in hockey.
Oh, of course, you're a ref and you're colorblind. That's just a great job, eh, bud?
Man, the parents are just screaming
I
at
think
you.
it
That
was-
was offside. You're like, I didn't know
I
that.
think it was
You
first-
tell me.
You'd be, and
Yeah,
Con-
no,
and
but I had no idea. I snapped at you because I was like, what
I
the
went
hell are you
offside
doing?
and I literally thought it was the red line, and you started yelling at me. I'm like, dude, I swear to God.
I didn't
thought
even see it. I'm colorblind, and I was
No,
like,
that was just an
oh,
excuse.
wow.
I thought it was the green line.
I thought it was the green line.
If you're talking about
It's the green
reffing,
line.
Michael, yeah, pretty much what Con said. Like I, it's kind of nice having the power instead of being.
Oh, like yes.
I don't know how to say. You might be.
Well, I mean, like with me, like I always chirp to the refs. I tell you, they almost put me in the sin bin once.
You always, even if you might have made a mistake, the key is always just backing it up.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
double down, you get behind it, and because you're in charge. So I don't think I ever regret being a ref and anything I've done on the ice.
Yeah.
Even if everyone else in the building doesn't.
Fair enough.
I think that's a good attitude.
Yeah. All right. So, so you guys are playing for McMaster Hockey right now, right?
Lately,
In a way.
it's
Sure.
not. It's kind of not really super organized here, unfortunately, at the school. But
Yeah, we lost our CIS rights. Like,
Yeah.
what, 20 years ago.
but it's still up and running, and basically it's
It's kind of just converted into luck hockey at this point.
Yeah.
So hold on. CIS rights. So what does that have to? What's that?
Mac hasn't had like an OUA hockey team
7 years.
since like the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Something
they got
about
caught
hazing
with a bunch of
underagers.
underage hazing and stuff like that, like rookies and that.
Oh, of course they did. I mean,
Yeah,
of course that's the problem.
and basically since then they haven't really had the funding to fund a team. Nobody's wanted to fund them and everything. So
Really?
most
Wow.
student ran, and as you can imagine, it's not super organized.
So wait. So like, do you guys have like a professional coach, quote unquote?
I don't.
There's a coach that volunteers.
Yeah, he volunteers. Like he loves doing it and everything, and he tries to organize stuff such as that. But basically, what it's turned into is like the lug division of Hamilton is more of like the competitive hockey in most of Ontario. It's even taken over, other than like big like university hockey teams like Brock and Ryerson, such as that.
Mm-hmm.
Lug is basically just taken over. Like
Yeah.
as far as I know Queens like.
Queens now has 2 divisions or 3
Oh
divisions.
wow.
We just opened our
First
first ever all
Yeah.
women's league.
It's insane. Like it's actually
Jeez.
So like it's definitely making positive moves in that aspect, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
And we're
It's
not playing in like barns. Like most of
yeah.
the leagues are playing. Like we're playing at the First Ontario Center.
You're playing at the
once or twice
Budweiser
a
Gardens
week.
first.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, man. Like it's really
It makes Zach feel like he's playing really well.
personally.
But I guess you can't really fill the whole barn, eh?
Oh, maybe we'll fill a seat. Maybe
a couple seats.
Maybe
no?
we'll see.
One or two seconds.
It's all the girlfriends.
Yeah, it's all the girls.
It's all the girlfriends.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
Yeah, we are all single now, so now it's
Yeah.
just empty. It's a ghost town.
Actually, here's a funny story for you. Connery Coyne, who sat to my left, is actually, I believe, in Lug history, the first person ever to be on the same team
As his girlfriend.
as his girlfriend.
As of a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
And she
How does that happen?
Gino'd on Monday. We have her on our team.
yeah.
She's a really good addition, and she actually scored her first goal, first goal this year.
First goal this year. Yeah, she scored last year.
Big goal too, game winner.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You should make it. Come out to a game, man. Just come get the atmosphere.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I should definitely reach.
Up a new coach here.
Oh yeah, come on the bench.
yeah, I'll be the student, the underage student. I'll get you guys, I guess, disbanded again.
Sit there with your notepad and your
you're a
glasses
Habs
on.
fan.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, I should wear my Habs suit. That'd be so funny.
see what I do?
I know.
Okay, so if you could give one piece of advice to aspiring hockey players, as you three, what would that advice be?
Yeah, concussions.
Yeah, Connor, that's a big one for him. Don't get
No,
concussion.
yeah, don't get concussions.
Okay, well that's the obvious one.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably be something in the realm of like never lose the passion to be on the ice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we got
That's a good.
once or twice a week, and every time I step on, it's just like nothing really cares in
Yeah.
the world. It's just all about hockey at that point, you know. So I think passion for hockey really gets me through a lot of schoolwork too. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
really
you're looking forward to that
Yeah, you
game
know?
at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You push everything ahead and you get through it. Yeah,
100%.
no, absolutely.
What about you? What do you think
Honestly,
for aspiring
I'm
hockey
a-
players?
I'm a huge believer in. I'm a huge believer that pressure is such a killer in hockey. You get to any point, or like you get to a certain point in hockey where you think that you're doing well and stuff like that, and all of a sudden every single little thing can get into your head.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to kids who are like 11 to 13.
Gotta have a good
And these
mindset.
are the years that people are kind of pressuring you to kind of either move forward, move back, do your own thing. If you want to make a move, make your own move, make your own mind up, because at the end of the day, it's your career, no one else's. Like honestly, just go out there, enjoy yourself, and
Sign up for love. What?
when you're in university. Yeah. No, honestly, I personally, and I know so many people that cracked from the pressure of hockey.
Yeah.
At that kind of age and stuff like that, I was one of them. It honestly, I find it to be like, especially when you get into that kind of competitive atmosphere, sometimes it's the biggest killer.
Yeah.
So just enjoy yourself. That's my biggest thing.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I have to say that hockey is a mental game.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on.
Enjoy it.
Have fun and
Not
enjoy.
enjoying
This is,
Fun and enjoy. Yeah, definitely.
the way to round that out, Connor.
Yeah.
Huge.
So you three guys, what are your plans after you guys finish? So what grade you guys in? Like what year?
I'm probably graduating this year.
I'm graduating this year too.
Con's here.
Con's-
Oh, three?
Con's here for the next 15 years.
Actually, though.
University for life.
Maybe not 15, but he's
No.
got a couple.
Yeah.
So with the two people that are graduating, what are you guys' plans after you guys finish?
What are you up to?
I actually signed on with as an insurance broker for the company in Toronto. So I'm gonna be figuring that out.
You still gonna be playing hockey?
No, probably not. No.
This is it.
This is
Yeah,
it.
this is a
This is
a
sad.
big
It's
year.
so
Yeah.
sad.
It's kind of a tough year,
It's
right?
kind of like
'Cause,
retiring, but not really.
you kind of start to. I guess I'm the only one graduating.
I think I'm graduating.
You are? Okay.
I mean, I can come back.
He thinks he is. It's not official.
Figure that out.
It's funny. I have the choice to come back for another year if I want to do
Yeah.
some extra schooling, but
Right.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But either way, like I've had ideas of going to Australia for teachers college and stuff like
Look at
that.
that.
And
That's awesome.
I got some buddies down there that play hockey, so there's no way I'm not going to be on the ice
You'll
wherever I
run
go.
the show in Australia.
I'll run
Are
the
you
show.
kidding me? That's awesome.
People play hockey in Australia? Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
huge in the UK too.
Mm-hmm.
My whole family.
I would think rugby's huge in the UK.
Rugby's
Rugby's massive there.
football, soccer.
They wake up and just eat rugbies for breakfast.
In New Zealand, places, holy crap! Man,
Yeah.
you're in for a treat.
I can't wait. I hope that's where my life takes me. But either way, I'll be on the skates every now and then. Not to keep me happy, you know.
Keeps you healthy.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely keeps you happy.
So are you guys like interested in the beer leagues or no?
In a way, I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe not right away because I'm be traveling and stuff if that actually does happen. But I'll hopefully try and find a league wherever I end up just to get out there, kind of thing.
I'm all about beer league hockey.
There you go.
That's the life.
I'll probably get back into reffing. I haven't reffed in a couple of years, and reffing is such a good job just to like go for 3 hours, skate, and make some good money, watch some good hockey most of the time.
For sure.
Depends if you ref it well.
You're right.
Yeah.
I usually try my best. Like, usually.
Yeah.
All right. So Zach, you said you're going to teachers college. What or who influenced you on being a teacher?
Good one. I had a couple teachers in high school that like I could go to. Like one was coach for a couple sports teams, and it's just like someone you could go to and just like figure school stuff out and just talk to you about like life and stuff. Like no disrespect to my dad, but like they were like another dad, you know. Like you could just have one, just go talk to him whenever you want. I don't know what made me want to become a teacher though. It was just kind of like a thing growing up that I liked the idea of maybe coaching like good hockey and stuff like that, maybe out of high school or something like that. But that was also secondary to obviously teaching. And then basically the idea was I want to help people. So I feel like I was helped a lot in high school. Like I found myself a lot in high school through teachers and stuff like that who helped me out. So I want that opportunity to help other people through that same kind of channel, you know?
Man, if you can do that, like if you can kind of emulate the aspects of the different teachers that you've had that you've actually appreciated and stuff like that, and you actually try
That's
and
the goal.
do it to the best of your ability, I don't think it really gets any better than that. Especially if you're enjoying. That's the hardest thing to do
And I
too,
can
right?
golf all summer.
You can golf all summer.
All summer, baby.
Really?
Hey man, it keeps you in shape.
Like, I'll be on like the web.com tour, you don't even know.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Dude, you can make a little bit of cash money on the side.
Look at that.
Playing golf, baby. 300-yard bomb. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, who was your favorite superhero as a kid and why? For all three of you guys.
Batman. No,
That was so good, man.
Batman.
No, you go, Zack.
I don't know. That's a fucking car. You got anything?
No, man,
I'm trying to
I
think.
didn't like.
You didn't succumb.
No,
to
I
it.
like that question.
I
I guess the brain sure did. Yeah.
I didn't really ever get into the superhero. I just watched sports my whole childhood.
Yeah, it might not
Okay.
be. It might not
Okay,
be a
so who's your-
superhero.
yeah.
I think my superhero for me was watching Ryan Smith play. Like Ryan Smith was my
Really?
idol growing up. Yeah,
Ryan Smith.
yeah, baby.
That's
Ryan
awesome.
Smith was like everything I want to emulate as a hockey player because he's so passionate. I think that's. I even talked about that earlier. I didn't even
Yeah.
mean to like connect this, but the guy like who. No offense, like he's he's a solid guy, but who cries that much at your retirement? Like that's pure passion, man. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like he used the wooden stick for the longest time.
Oh yeah, he was.
oh yeah,
He was a vintage hockey player, but like that's one of those things, right? Like,
and the flow. The
oh
flow.
come on,
Oh, the flow, man.
that was like probably top 25 flows of all time.
Yeah, we'll give.
Number one has to be Guy Lafleur. Not gonna lie.
That guy.
Ooh, because you're a Habs fan.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What about you guys? Like Ryan Smith
Superheroes.
is mine.
Honestly, like okay, so I guess we can just
Is
transition.
that cool
to-
if we alter it to like a player or something like
Changing
that?
the question.
Yeah. You guys can change it. Like, yeah, sure.
Honestly, the thing that came to my mind, I don't know. I just
Yeah,
love
you
watching
know
him
what?
play.
It's gonna sound super cliche, but Sid the Kid.
Hey, there you
Sid
go.
the Kid, man.
Shooting pucks.
I mean, like that 2010 Olympic gold medal goal. That's what really
What a
solidified his presence in the NHL.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna tie this up by picking another Brian with the blow that got scored on.
Uh-oh. Really? I know.
Really?
Ryan Miller
You kind of look like
Wow.
was huge.
Ryan Miller. How? What? Ryan Miller is garbage.
Put him into
You know
that
what?
category there.
I'm so happy about that. I couldn't agree more. I loved
Yeah.
watching
I
Ryan
did too.
Miller.
Those Sabres
Ryan
teams
Miller,
that
like the
made-
vintage Buffalo jerseys
Oh
against
my God.
Ottawa in like the
Yeah.
conference finals, that was prime.
When Jason Bonneville scored that.
Oh,
shorthand.
yeah.
This is just like casual conversation for us every day. I love this.
So how was Ryan Miller doing? Let's check out his stats.
that's an interesting.
Let's go.
Sorry, God.
That year that Nick's talking about.
He's really diminished. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, in his
He's
day,
living the dream. He's living in LA and he's a backup goaltender. He's actually got the best job on the planet.
Like, yeah, no,
I
straight
guess,
up.
yeah. I've always
It
thought
doesn't
the
really-
backup goalie position is a little sketchy. Maybe not for Ryan Miller because he's
No,
solidified.
no,
but
Well, you have to be decent, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't. But like having
show
Ryan
up.
Miller as a backup goalie, you can't.
all right.
Wait, let's.
Yeah, I think this is the best, one of the best quality statistics.
I love it. All right, let's get back. Sorry, we had to watch that.
I mean, like, you know, Rick Jeanneret is one of the best announcers out there. Let's be honest.
That's Conrad's number 2 superhero right there.
Who's that?
Yes, definitely. I think it'd be anyone's.
What about you? Who's yours?
Oh, mine? So, I'd probably have to say that's a tough one because, what should I say? I'll go with Superman. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I like that.
So you know, I'd say Superman because, he's just a dude, you know, and and that with like he has like obviously his super strength. So yeah, that's probably how I'd answer that. So are you guys? So do you guys all watch hockey still?
Yes.
100%.
Every single game that's not a Habs game.
Con's a Minnesota fan. I'm an Oilers fan.
Of course. Yes.
We got a Habs fan.
Wow. This is
Ooh! That's a weird combination.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good
Minnesota,
Yeah.
Minnesota Leafs and Habs. It's very odd. I find. I mean, you know, Minnesota is tied for second in their division.
That division is crazy this year.
I don't even know where to
So
begin.
scary.
It is
Every
scary.
game is.
The Central is always tough, though.
It is, but like every team this year, literally all of them could just be in the playoffs.
The points going to be in the Atlantic and the Central.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the standings right now.
I'm still high on the Florida Panthers.
Really?
Don't sleep on the Florida
Really?
Panthers.
Don't sleep on the Panthers. Look at that.
Don't sleep on the Panthers. Man, you should be saying don't sleep on the Red Wings.
No.
The Red Wings.
The Red Wings are no.
The Red Wings
You don't
are
think so, eh?
last in that division.
Yeah.
I still think my sleepers are somehow Vancouver.
I mean, like, the Red Wings are 1 point up on the Florida Panthers.
Elias
early, though.
Patterson.
Don't sleep on them.
Elias Pettersson.
Oh my god, Elias Pettersson has a shot. Wow.
He reminds me of a young Tarasenko. I feel like Tarasenko's losing it a little bit, but he's just on fire.
I don't want to sequence off too much, but it's something I feel like Con has, and especially you, Michael, you might have better hockey knowledge on this. But is it like you look at the guys who are coming into the NHL now, and the actual like kind of skill and like ability that they have, but look at the size of them now.
Yeah.
Like Elias Pettersson is not a big guy.
You're talking like Kaler.
No, he isn't.
Yeah.
Like, but like they're just so skilled that they can like get through it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like, I'm at like remember when like at least when I remember like you had to draft a guy like Lucic.
Yeah. Just to
Like
like,
you sure?
Oh yeah, no, there always had to be that one tough guy on the team.
that too. Yeah. I'm glad the Oilers have him. But like,
Yeah.
he's
Lucic is a waste of money. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
I think he's getting 6.3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's Bobby Ryan S right there.
But yeah, no, I wanted to get your opinion on that because I mean, like, obviously, as we keep going, like the league changes and stuff like that,
So
rules
fast.
change.
It's all speed now. There's no physicality, like no fights happening. You know,
No.
really none of that.
Yep,
It's true.
It's true, buddy.
And I've watched basically two eras, one, and then now it's the speed era. So it's all changing in front of my eyes and in front of your eyes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah, it does keep it interesting with the tight games. The 303 is amazing. I love that addition.
I still remember this, and I hope you remember this. The best shining example of 3-on-3 ever
North
was
America.
this Team North America. Nathan.
Yeah. I remember that. I came home from school that day and they flipped it on.
I'm telling you, we just moved into our house as we got into second year university, and there was about 13 of us or 14 of us crowded into this tiny room, and we watched that whole game from start to finish. The actual speed and the 3-on-3 nonetheless, probably one of the best experiences I've ever had watching a hockey game.
Yeah, that was a wild time to be alive.
I went to the seventh.
Yes. I'm happy that, the NHL adopted the 3-on-3.
Yeah. It's a good, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of football overtime. I know this is going to sound bad because
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I'm a Browns fan, so, you can park at me. But,
A Browns fan, oh my.
hey,
You've gone through, endless pain.
best season ever. We've had so many overtimes.
Oh my god, yes, so many overtimes. Oh wait, they lose it in the last minute.
Yeah.
Disappointing the fans like always.
Okay. A little better than last time.
It's okay, you're an always fan.
All right, so at this time, I'd like to thank Zack and his friends for joining me today. I look forward to you guys. Look forward to watching you guys play at Max someday. And Zack, I hope that I see you and your family over the Christmas break. Also, a quick shout out to Karen, your mom. So thanks, Zack. And just a reminder for all students, come and support the Hayden Husky athletes as they head into the finals in their respective sports. It'd be exciting for us to see more spectators and fill the den. Until next week, this isn't just a regular podcast. It's a Pagcast.